It's about time to put the body back on the chassis. I'm getting really close, but I'm trying to do everything I can do on the body so I don't have to work over all those nice new black fenders and running boards and stuff. So I've wrapped up the front windshield and got all that in place, and the header and the wood and all that installed, because I want the body as strong as possible. So I put in all the braces. I've anywhere the boards come together, I've sealed them and bolted them, and just a lot going on with all that. But also I'm going to go ahead and do these interior panels. So all your interior panels that we bought, they're made out of this board, this paper board, and they don't fit. So this piece here, I've added all this in the back. I've had to change the location of this hole. I'm going to have to lower it here about 20 millimeters from here to here. I'm going to have to add some length here because it don't go all the way to that front panel. And then I'm going to fill this void that's right here as well. So I've taken this panel and I fitted it on the driver's side and then made these measurements. Then I took and moved this over to the passenger side to do a mirror image, and it fits perfectly as well. So now I'm going to make two of these out of this ABS plastic. I got this down there at Advanced Plastic in Nashville, and this stuff's a little bit thicker than what this board is. But once I get this glued in there, get it in place, get it secured, this will last forever. It won't absorb moisture, and really good stuff right here. So I'll give you a closer look at the body, closer look at what I'm doing here, and then we'll work on getting these interior panels cut and made, and then wrap them in the leather. The panel, and there's that material, and extremely nice stuff here, and you can see it's pretty thick, a little thicker than that, but this stuff, it's going to absorb moisture and start sagging and bowing, and where this won't. That is really good stuff. I've been using it for years on interiors, and I've not had any trouble. And now I can get in there, and I'll have all these panels in. I'll make a nice little front panel that goes in front of them. And the way they had it set in here, I'll probably put some corners in it. Since I'm doing it, I'm going to do it up real nice. That's the other panel that doesn't fit. But I've got all this in. All this is secured down. I got a seal down underneath that all the way around. All these have been sealed and tightened and secured. Anywhere there's a joint, I've got a urethane, a commercial grade silicone in there. So it'll flex with that. It'll be there a long time. I've done that all the way around, and that's very solid, very secure. All that wood is in there just perfectly. Everything fits so good. And then when I got done with it, I was within a ½ millimeter from here down to that point, and then same from here to here. So I know I've got that good and square. So, and that wasn't square at all when I started this project. And then you can see how good your dash is looking, and all your window stuff and the visor. I just love that interior painted the color of the car. It's great. And then see how that visor looks, your wiper and all. It's really going to be nice. So I'm going to get back here on these panels and get these panels done. I got all this tray in and test fitted it. I have to replace the material on it as well. I'll show you right quick what we have with it. And just my first test fit with it, like these panels, this material is so inferior. I'll wrap that in leather. This panel right here that goes around the back, it's got a turn, and as I was turning it in there, this board is already cracking, so I'll make it out of the ABS plastic and then custom fit it. But you can see how chintzy this material is. I'll probably do all that in leather too, because it just is so thin and cheap. So anyway, I'm going to get back at it here and get all this stuff made up. What I'm doing with these interior panels. So all of the panels that we got, they didn't fit, and they're made out of the paper board. So when I made this panel right here, I added to the bottom here. I actually put this one in here and I added to the bottom of it and made that straight. Then I put in my clearance for my carpet, and I made it longer here, so this comes straight through now, so it's going to seal off that quarter a little better. And then the back, I've added all this back on there to try to seal that off a little bit better. And you can see how much better all that looks. And then we'll wrap that in leather. Then on the front end of it, it just had this little cardboard pad that, and it's already warping. And it just, it goes right here, kind of lays against that, but it has no way to secure it or anything. So I'm going to remake it out as well out of this plastic. And you can see how strong this plastic is. This is ABS plastic, and it's not going to go anywhere. But I'm also going to make this one a little longer. So this is a little footwell underneath here, so you have to be able to get your feet up under here to sit in the rumble seat. But I'm going to extend it out a little bit where it seals this quarter off a little more out here. Then this panel on the side will actually run right into it and touch against it, and I can put a piece of angle behind on each side of this, and then secure all this together and make an actual solid unit out of all of this, and it'll be much better. And then while I'm doing it, I'm going to go ahead and come down here on the sides and make it a little longer just on the side right here, just to cover in this little area right here. And it'll make it all a lot stronger, a lot better. And I might as well, while I make it, I got to cut this out anyway, so it's not much more to make it a little longer, and add the 2 little feet to the bottom of it, and then it's just going to seal and cap all that off. So let me get to making this up, and I'll show you how this looks.